Good evening to Dr. Devita. My name is Nurahana Binti Gabriel with a metric number 223062771. So today I would like to start my presentation with a simple question. Have Dr. ever came across a time that Dr. need to choose between buying a meal or buying a sanitary pad? Because for many women nowadays, and girls especially, this is not just a question, but it's the reality for us. So based on this reality, we came up with our PSA title as female hygiene should be affordable with the slogan cut off the monthly drain. Right now, let's have a look deeply into our topic. Female hygiene should be affordable, which focuses mainly on the period poverty and also to raise awareness about the financial burden that many girl or women facing right now in purchasing their menstrual needs. So firstly, our PSA focuses on the menstrual hygiene accessibility as well as emphasizing on the importance of making female hygiene products affordable for all women. For example, the slogan cut off the monthly drain demonstrate the financial burden every woman faces when purchasing their menstrual products every month. And on top of that, the broad area for our poster focuses on the woman's health and well-being because menstrual hygiene is important for all women because it's a basic necessity that happens naturally for every single woman. And that through our poster, we also want to convey that menstrual hygiene products are the basic needs, not an optional item. So moving on to the next part, our PSA trying to convey that female hygiene products are expensive by showing that the money coming off from the sanitary pad in our poster. And this is because prices for menstrual products are getting expensive day by day, not because of its quality, but because it's a business. So now woman phenomenon has become a business for the business brands and healthcare brands. Therefore, many women and students struggling every month to purchase of these menstrual needs and hygiene products for themselves. And in our poster, the words poverty is real shows that many women still struggling every month, and the term silent struggle, hidden pain, true hurt clearly shows that nobody cares about our pain and just because we are silent. So our target audience will be the women and girls who are still menstruate, female students from middle or low income families, and as well as the general public to create awareness and gain their support to understand this issue better because we are not a problem, it's a natural phenomenon. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Now, I am going to elaborate on the reasons behind our selection of topic and also our target audience. First thing first, we would like to highlight the extra struggle as a woman and also a student. Firstly, female students have a biological process where they will lose their blood every month, which is also why they have to pay for buying pads every month. Therefore, it means that they spend money more than male students. And also, as written in the poster, no student should have to choose between a pad and a meal. And it shows that female students have to make their budget very carefully because they have to think of their daily meals and also buying pads monthly. And aside from that, all students will have to think of their student fees, and it will be a different case for female students because they have to think also about their spending on menstrual necessities. And in addition, menstrual products is also becoming the biological tax because as a female, we cannot escape from this loss of blood every month. And therefore, we have to pay around 320 ringgit in a year to buy pads. And maybe it would cost more to those students that have health issues. Next, why do we choose students? It is mainly because students or institutions usually have their own community, their own clubs and organizations. And through these people, they can use their connections, they can make programs to help the students that needs pets to be affordable. And also those programs will be an opportunity to brands that want to promote their products. Like for example, if through a program they can ask for sponsorship from any brands. And so if those brands want to promote their products, they can like use this opportunity to sponsor the students to get pets for free. So in our campaign, there are 3 SDGs in total. The first one is SDG 1, no poverty, because in this campaign, we are aiming to help students with tight budget to get the pets in such affordable prices or maybe for free. The next one is SDG 3, which is good health and well-being, because pets is the most important thing for us women to handle our period every month. And the next one is SDG 5, which is gender equality. And this is how I have mentioned before. Female students have different budgets every month compared to male students, because female students have to handle the period, and so they have to budget to buy pets every month, and also they have to get the pets because so that it will not affect their activities or maybe their academic sessions throughout the university sessions. And so this is from the United Nations SDG perspective in our campaign.
Hi Dr. Devita, my name is Muhammad Nur Hakim bin Jamal, and now I'm going to continue the presentation with the significance of our PSA project. So our first point is we want to raise awareness about period poverty. So let's discuss in short. Period poverty is the situation when the female they have lack of access to menstrual products, and this issue it has affected all women, not just in Malaysia but globally. All around the world are affected. So what we are trying to highlight here is the hidden issue that faced especially by female students. It's because all of this stuff like pads and so on, they are not free. They have to buy this thing with money. So what happened to those who are struggling with money? For example, student, some of them might use alternative by using the unsuitable stuff, but this does not help them at all. In fact, it might affect their hygiene and also comfort, and we don't want our young generation to be affected and infected by diseases that can cause harm to them. So that's our first point. Second point is we want to change the social stigma about menstruation. Why? Because as a group, we want to encourage society to talk openly and normalize discussion about menstrual health. For example, how the period cramp feels like how many times women in a year experience period, or how's the normal or abnormal situation sounds like, for example. So, as we can see, menstruation is often viewed as something sensitive, and I agree with that. It's quite sensitive topic, and because of this stigma, actually, many girls they hesitate to ask for help because they feel embarrassed about it. But actually, they have to seek help if they are in need. For example, for students, they can ask help from university for support. For example, make pet bank. So this campaign actually it does not only promote empathy, it also creates a more supportive environment, and they feel included in the society because of these natural things. Alright, next one is the potential impact of our project. So we hope that our PSA project, our posters, can increase donation and support, because we have to support female students who are in need and those who are experiencing period poverty, not just financially but also emotionally. So in the poster, we have demonstrated a simple call to action like donating 5 ringgit. So um, it may sound simple for certain people, but actually it can help to provide menstrual products. And if the university does this initiative, they can sustain the campus pad bank as well to help those who are in need. So by doing this, those female students with financial instability will be helped and get access to basic menstrual care, so they don't have to worry about the cost. In terms of emotion, the society should be supportive and not give judgment for those who are in pain. For example, those who are experiencing period cramp, we might not see it outside, but those who have experienced and know about it, can understand them better. So that's the first point. Second point is we hope that our project can improve students' well-being. Not only that, their education as well, because we hope that their well-being in terms of physical and emotional are well maintained and be taken care of. Uh, so how it relates with education? So here's the thing: if they have enough period care, it can help female students to focus on their study. Why? Because all these negative issues rooted from period poverty. For example, period poverty, it can cause stress, anxiety, discomfort, and so on. And indirectly, it may affect the concentration. And for university students, they might see this. Some female students, they may skip class due to pain that they have, for example, period cramp. So this issue happened because the student doesn't have enough necessities. For example, heating pad or medicine, because the pain that they are experiencing is unbearable. So we hope that by doing this, it can improve the student well-being at the same time, help them to focus on their study.
Very good day to Dr. Debita. My name is Nur Amira Zulaika binti Zamri, and my part of presentation today will be on the language devices. Now, the language devices that we choose for our poster is metaphor slash sensationalism. We also use emotive language, evidence, and also inclusive language. So let's start with the first language devices where we actually use sensationalism. Let's see, in the poster we actually use no student should have to choose between a pet and a meal. So the reason we chose this phrase is to put it in a situation where it looks very extreme for the readers, and it makes the readers, especially our target audience, which is the students, to decide whether to choose basic hygiene or food. And the reason why we choose sensationalism is to make the issue more dramatic and it looks very serious. So we use shocking comparison whether to choose a pet or to choose food, which both are essential. And the reason why we felt like it can persuade it can function as a persuasion in our poster is because it shows the worst case scenario. So it makes the readers have a sense of urgency and to make the audience to have proper action. And the second language device that we use is the emotive language, where we use the words like pain, struggle, hurt, burden. The reason why we use all of these words is actually to show how painful and lonely it is for students who cannot afford to buy period products, or even the people who read this to feel sorry about the people who cannot afford to buy period products or any hygienic product at all. And we felt like the reason why we choose strong words is we are able to play with people's emotions, and we felt like this can be persuasive in our poster because all of these words are able to touch people's hearts. And then we also felt like we have to use evidence in order to back up our the seriousness of this issue. So actually one of our team member, Hakim, he actually did a research on how much money does a female or a woman, especially students, have to spend monthly just on period products or pads alone. And because we have the evidence, like the real data, we felt like it can be insanely persuasive for our poster because it adds weight to our argument. It shows that this problem is very real, and the readers felt like, wow, I can help even with just a little bit of a donation. And finally, we have, very most importantly, we have the inclusive language, where we use words like we and us to show closeness between the audience and also us, because solving period poverty is actually a group effort, especially in campus. So because we can connect with the reader, we felt like this poster is very persuasive because the audiences felt included with this issue, and also the people who made the poster, which is us. So that's actually all from us. Thank you so much for listening.